And we are live. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Canadian Guy here, and I am back. I am back a little bit, unfortunately, a little bit early from my vacation. I was supposed to be back next week, but due to some private family matters, I unfortunately had to come home early, begrudgingly. Not very happy about it. I wanted to be able to have some time to relax myself before things went crazy in December in 2023 and so on. But alas, we don't always get what we want, but we are here with Jak and Daxter. Now, apparently, I haven't streamed this game in 2 years, apparently. I looked at unless I deleted an old stream, which I don't think I did for Jak and Daxter. I looked, and it was the last stream that we did for Jak and Daxter was back in December 2020. That's, so almost 2 years. Just a darn near 2 years. So, I was shocked. I was like, really? I swear there was at least one or two other playthroughs in there, but no, apparently not. So we're here. Give me a minute to finish getting set up and we shall begin. I just got to send out the notifications and we will begin. But before we even begin, Flurna donated 20 pounds through Super Chat, the first donation of the night. Thank you so much. Hey CG, hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. Looking forward to the stream, though may not stay for long. Oh, I'm sorry. Also, I'm getting hyped for Sonic and Pokemon, and I hope you have fun either way today. Thank you so much, Florina. I do appreciate that. And for me right now, it's Sonic, Pokemon, and God of War. Those are the three games I'm like, so much to do. Those are the three games I'm like, oh boy, there's a lot that's coming out in the next month, so it's gonna be pretty crazy. Again, give me a minute to finish getting set up. Give me 1 second. There we go. I actually had a very minor panic attack right before the stream began because I was about to set up the stream and there was an error that actually, like, you need to hook up your old hard drive to be able to play this game. And I don't know which hard drive it was, and it's gone for now. And I was just like, oh no. The hard drive that has this on, and there's typically a little bit of a goofy issue if you do that. So luckily the issue was resolved relatively quickly before I actually went live to make sure that everything was all right. So hold on, we're getting close to getting done. Flannyman has been a member for 36 months. I still remember when you popped in, Flannyman. You were, if I remember correctly, you were over originally on Twitch, and then you popped over to the dark side of YouTube, and now you're here. And very grateful for your love and support that you've been given for so long. Hello, Big Red Jinjay, how's it going? Hey, Justice, how's it going? How's everyone doing over on... Hey, Jackie's Gaming Art, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome everyone to the stream. Hey buddy, what's up? Oh, is it time to say goodnight? I know. Come here, buddy. I know. Well, no, it's time for bed, buddy, but can you say hi to everybody? Say hi!
They can't hear me.
Yeah, they can. They can hear you.
They can hear enough talking.
Well, they can hear me and hear us, but we can't hear them. Hi there, little man. You got vomit on your arm.
Oh.
All right. Good night, buddy. Hi.
Mama.
Can I get a hug, Hope?
Yeah.
Good night, sweetie.
No, you're gonna go to bed. Say
Bye.
Say bye.
good night. Say good
Good
night.
night, Jonathan.
Good night.
Good night. All right.
Look at this. Look at this piggy.
I know, eh? Look at this chunk.
He's like not even 3 months, guys. Like
Well, he will be tomorrow or the next day.
31st.
31st, so.
Good night, buddy.
Good night, everyone.
All right, guys, come on, let's play.
Okay. All right. Have a good night. Okay. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Charles E donated $1 through Streamlabs. So your vacation got cut short. Yes. I remember someone else who had their vacation cut short. How many talismans orbs you collected thus far? Man, I wish it was like that. Unfortunately, that is not the case. Unfortunately, there was an issue that arose that forced me
searching for the answers that my
to get home.
And my father's fathers failed.
So give me a second. Oh, there's a whole bunch of donations coming in. Hang on a second.
Precursors. Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco?
I will read all the donations that are coming in as soon as this is done. Thank you so much, everyone.
And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of greedy go.
There's so many donations coming in. Hang on.
Planet.
There's so many donations. I'm trying not to ruin the
So it
cinematic.
seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jack, old green stuff told us not to come here.
I'm trying to stay quiet. I'm trying. I'm trying.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
You guys are killing me with kindness and I can't say anything.
What are we doing here anyway, Jack? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crap? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me. Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their
Steal
palms
them.
with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
The voice actor for Seamus is perfect. Okay, so we have a lot of donations we gotta quickly read through, which was super awesome. Hold on, I feel like I gotta burp. Don't vomit. All right. So Julia Bandicoot donated 12 euros through Super Chat. 1 pound of fishies and 5 pound of fishies. Sorry your time off ended prematurely. Sending lots of love. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, that does suck. Oh, that was disgusting. It does suck, and I'm sorry that I'm sorry to myself because I didn't get enough time off. I'm still very tired from it. I need a vacation from that vacation, which is a bit of a weird thing to think, a vacation from the vacation. Then Nathan donated $5 to Streamlabs. The first Streamlabs donation. The second Streamlabs donation of the night. Charles was the first. Of the 3 Jack games, this is the one that I come back to the most. Same. Jack 2 and 3 are still good, but they both have their share of frustrating bits. Precursor Legacy is certainly a bit more basic, but it's fun and chill to start to finish. Yeah, absolutely. Jack 2, I'm not the biggest fan of Jack 2, but I do like Jack 3 a lot. I love the use of light eco and all that. But my preference is definitely Jack 1. It's a lot more chill. And it feels like, and I've stated this before, it feels like Jack and Daxter is what Twinsanity wanted to be. That's something that I still feel very strong about. Owen Moore dropped a big cannon with a $50 super chat. Owen, thank you. I was hard to keep quiet when that came in. Sorry about the shortened vacation. Hope this makes things a bit better. It does. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that, Owen. Thank you so much for the $50. It was very kind of you, very generous of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, as I said, it sucks, but there's nothing that we can do about it. Elena, super chat $2. Thank you. A little welcome home gift. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. And then Lozzie has been a member for 29 months. May as well join in the love. Thank you, man. You guys started this big, massive donation train. Thank you so much for being such a long-term supporter and, of course, moderator, Lozzie. You've been amazing.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you you advice at any time during your quest.
Blake donated $2 through Super Chat. Wait for it. Wait for what, Blake? What are you telling me to wait for? Thank you so much. And then we got Florida to Super Chat 10 pounds for Super Chat. Oh my goodness. Just realized this means you gotta do that dreaded mission of the fishing one. Here's a bit here's a bit to wish you not too much anger from it. After all, fishing is supposed to be common. Yeah, it's supposed to be. Fishing was something I didn't get to do on my vacation. Thank you, everybody. Got to go to the store, but we'll happily learn. Thank you, Big Red. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's finally get to the game. I know it took about like almost 15 minutes to get started.
These egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell.
Well, CJ came here relaxed and got feels. Aw. I'm sorry and/or you're welcome? Question mark. There we go. Blah. How are you, CG? I'm fine. I'm fine. That's where I'm at right now. I'm fine.
You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-graph zoomer.
It is what it is. There's nothing you can do. What's your favorite Spyro level? Dark Hollow is a really nice one. Stonehill's another really good one. I really like Skills Badlands is a pretty good one for Spyro 2. Aw, thank you so much, Elena, for being a member for 4 months. Love you, Alpha. Thank you so much. Though it says member for 4 months, Elena, you have been in here for a long time. You've been here and a fantastic supporter for a very long time, Elena. So thank you so much for being a member, but also just being a long-time supporter. Thank you. It's good. Brandon's a little overtired. Yeah, I've been a little overtired too. So if you don't know, I hate talking over when the game is talking. I feel like I'm interrupting people's viewing experience. Welcome back to hey, Mr. Benidorm, UK. Thank you so much for the 2 pounds. Thank you so much. Welcome back, CG. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. So the big frustration for me, anyways, personally, is that it's a 2-day journey. You can do it in 1 day if you wanted to be miserable. The unfortunate thing with driving up to where my cottage is that it's 6 hours. It's 6 hours and then about 7 hours. So, including with stops, right? Gas up stops. And the problem is that when it's 2 days of travel, right? When you're traveling for 2 days, you get very, very, very exhausted and very tired. It's not fun. Now, if you were to do it in one shot, it's about 12 hours, close to about a 12-hour drive by the time you include stops and breaks and everything. However, as what most of you know, but in case you don't know, I have 3 kids. I have my oldest, who's 4, my youngest, my daughter, who's 2, which is going to be 3 in about a month, and my newborn, Jonathan, is going to be 3 months on the 31st. They can't take that drive. They can't do that drive in one shot. It would drive them insane, right?
How each blue eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
Oh, come on. So anyway, they can't do that. So we split in 2. We stop halfway, we get a hotel, and then we do the same thing on the way back. So unfortunately, that drive in itself is very tiresome. Let's say she wanted to be left alone. Oh yeah, absolutely. After that, yeah, no, it's not fun. And the problem is that when you do 12 hours in one shot, you're not like, if you're trying to relax, you're not relaxed. You're dead for the next couple of days. Like, you don't really want to do much. And it's like, well, you go on vacation and you're spending 3 days to recover from the drive, right? Why don't... So, if you split it up, it's a lot easier.
Door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling blue eco through your body.
Crashy the Onesie Man, I am here. Welcome. So, yeah, it very much does not make a lot of sense for us to...
That's a blue eco vent.
Oh.
More concentrated than
It doesn't really make sense for us to do it one shot. So,
letting you use it for the maximum time.
how was your vacation? Short. Your calculations were right. Your calculations were very much right. You are right. I was supposed to be back on the 1st. Why am I here? Good question.
The blue eco caused the door to open.
I wish that I could explain, but private family matters. But I'm not thrilled. I am not thrilled. But there's not much that we can do. Did I delete my Skylander stuff? No, I didn't. So while preparing to go on my vacation, while going on vacation, I was supposed to be...
balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos or one big green one to increase your health.
So unfortunately, one of the projects on the to-do list before I left was to start up my secondary channel, which is going to be an archive channel of all my live streams. Because I find I look at the...
you can jump once, then jump
I find that
again in the air
looking
to
at
reach even higher
my my video tabs, I find that there are a lot of... It gets really muddy with a lot of live streams. And while the live streams are great and all, I feel like I wish there was a way that we could sort things into tabs, right? And right now YouTube does not give that option. So what I wanted to start doing is have a secondary channel specifically for the live streams, where after a month they would get taken down, put onto the secondary channel with the intro, outro cut, and the long bathroom breaks trimmed out as well. And also the part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, everything all calculated. Green Sage's hut.
Good training, boys. But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then.
Adventure away.
And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach.
And you know,
Why don't you?
yeah, it's game is
Follow
legendary.
The lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Hey, it's YouTube. Hey, you know what's something that I can say now? Which is terrible. But if you think about it, it's true. You're like, yeah, it's YouTube. Yeah, you're right. But hey, at least it's not Twitch. Sorry, everybody on the Twitch, over on Twitch chat. I apologize. While I do like the Twitch chat better and the interactions over there. Wait, what? Can you like overhear what Seamus is talking about? That is hilarious. Hey, Grape by 789 Productions donated $5 through Super Chat. Thank you so much. Here's a little something for you. Your channel is great. You're great. I love your commentary. Wow. Thank you. That was a major compliment. Thank you. Thank you so much for both the $5 and the compliment. Thank you. That's
Gotta get this heat shield working.
that's thank you. I'm very flattered. Thank you. Thank you so much. I do really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, so sorry, that completely just caught me off guard. Thank you so much again. So yes, I do have a Jack and Daxter video. It was going to be done before I went up north, but then a lot of things happened. To really summarize it all, that pizza box delivery threw a wrench in all the gears, and I mean all of them. Everything got mixed up completely, and I was just like, what the heck happened? So it cut some content, it made some content. It was a big groundbreaking drop. Blake, thanks so much for the $3. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much for the $3, Blake. It's how's it going? It's going okay. It's going all right. I appreciate that, Blake. Thank you. Corbebe, hey, donated $10 through Streamlabs. Thank you so much for being the top donor of the week. Always enjoy your positivity. Thank you. Sorry it's been rough as of late. Keep your head up and praying everything works out well. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Are you kidding me? Why did Twitch throw in an ad break in the middle of the stream? I have my Twitch up open here, and all of a sudden I just look over and I'm seeing FIFA. Why am I seeing FIFA? What? Play now on PS5. Play has no limits. Yeah, but apparently Twitch has limits. Oh, and then another commercial. What is happening? Hold on, what is that? Twitch, and then at 3 ads? Did Twitch just run 4 ads on my channel?
I need more Precursor orbs.
Twitch just ran 4 ads! 4!
The first the fisherman's boat is...
4 ads?
Don't tell me that you two have problems as well. The first I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. And boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah.
Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 Precursor orbs.
90. 52 right now. No. So, anyway, Corbebe, keep your head up and praying everything works out well. Same. Thank you. Yes. I do think that things are going to start really...
Always in red boxes.
It seems like things are going to start looking up very soon in terms of content. I know for a lot of people things have been feeling stale. And yeah, I agree with you. Trust me, I've been feeling it too, right? But it seems with Wumpa League, coming being right around the corner. There's going to be content to talk about, fresh new content, gameplay, trailers, trailer breakdowns, and yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm super excited for new content. I'm super excited to see new gameplay. I'm super excited because I'll be honest with you, like when I'm editing, when I'm seeing the same gameplay over and over again for when I'm editing, oh my gosh, I start getting bored of my own videos, because it sucks when not the content of the video, it's not what I'm talking about in the script, but seeing gameplay, not new gameplay. It can be rough, right? It can be rough for not seeing the same gameplay. So that's why I try to mix it up a little bit with having some of that live action camera where, you know, it cuts to me talking instead of just strictly gameplay. But with Wubbly coming out, we're finally going to be able to get that nice fresh gameplay, a fresh look at content that I think a lot of people have been really looking forward to seeing. And I'm super excited to talk about it. I'm super pumped to go over it. And I can't wait to go over it with all you guys, right? Have you heard about the Bayonetta situation? Ugh, yeah, I have heard about the Bayonetta situation. What an absolute gong show that's become.
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute. We are not going back to Misty Island.
Are we? So, the big thing that I am just, If you're unaware, the main voice actress of Bayonetta has stirred up a pot of chaos. So when Bayonetta 3 kind of was coming up, they released a new trailer, I believe, for Bayonetta 3 a couple weeks back. People found out from the voice that Bayonetta, they changed the main voice actress. And then the original voice actress came out and stated that she was only, for Bayonetta 3, she was only offered $4,000 to voice Bayonetta. And everybody was like, what? That's ridiculous, right? $4,000? And then when they did the breakdown of like the cost of everything, it was pretty low in terms of cost, right? It was definitely on the low side. And people were rallying to her, and then were attacking the new voice actress. I think it's Jennifer Hale. I think that's what it is. I think it's Jennifer. I might, but forgive me if I get that mixed up. I think it's Jennifer Hale. And it was just a big old thing, and it was like, okay. And then she called for people to boycott the game. So she was calling for people to boycott the game because she was not the voice actor, because she was only offered $4,000. Now, Platinum's response to it was not very good either. It actually kind of almost enforced her story. There was a big argument going on line where Platinum Games didn't respond favorably to it, and really kind of PR shot themselves in the foot. So then, through a leak, we find out that she wasn't telling the full truth. And what happened was she was offered $10,000 originally to voice Bayonetta. And when she declined, they made a final offer of $15,000, to which she declined again. So then they offered her, time has gone past, and then they decided to offer her $4,000 just to do a cameo. That's it, just a cameo.
Pelican just snagged a power cell. Let's go kick some big bird butt.
She got insulted and declined that as well, and then went online and said that she was only offered $4,000 for the role of Bayonetta. And I think somebody did a price breakdown of how much she was getting paid. And it was basically... hey, thank you so much for stopping by, Newt. I appreciate that, man. Basically... she really misled a lot of people about the facts of the situation. But what I remember correctly, my numbers might be wrong here, but someone predicted with the amount of hours that was leaked as to how much she would have to record and how much she would have to do. It was like something along the lines of $500 an hour when you include all the sessions and recording time. It was approximately about $500 an hour. And it was a mess. It was a mess. It was an absolute mess. So that was a thing. Now, the question is that did it ruin the hype for Bayonetta? I don't think so. If anything, in fact, if people got the full context of the story, it may have actually improved Bayonetta's sales. Maybe. Initially, it didn't. But sometimes any press is good press.
Decided to unblock my collectors. I would offer my congratulations, but you have so much to do, I won't waste your time. By the way, if things don't work out, Daxter could always get a job controlling the village rat problem.
But anyway, yeah, so back to what I was saying earlier, 2023, I feel like is going to be a very busy year for me, I hope. I definitely feel like the last 2 years specifically have been, in the past 2 years has been a very big stress ball, right? Honestly, 2020 wasn't as bad as wasn't too terrible, but it had its ups and downs. But an up was definitely Crash 4. But 2021 was not great. 2022, the best thing about 2022 was my son being born. So 2022 has been rough too. So I'm hoping that 2023 seemingly seems to be on the up and up.
Hey, seagulls! Let's buzz them for kicks.
It's at least gotta leave a bad taste in the mouth for Bayonetta fans. Yeah, it definitely does. What's your favorite Mega Man game? I haven't played too many Mega Man games. I'm gonna preface my statement with that. However, Mega Man Legends was one of my most favorite games of all time as a kid. I loved Mega Man Legends as a kid. And the nostalgia that I would feel from that game would just be mint. It's actually been a really long time since I played Mega Man Legends. I remember being stuck on a boss forever in that game.
Wow! They caused an avalanche.
I
Let's check it out.
It has been a hot minute since I've played Mega Man Legends, and I mean a hot minute. I remember getting stuck on a boss and being stuck on it forever. Is there a chance for Nitro Filled on PC? In my opinion, no. If you were to look at my subjective opinion, I say no. But if we look at the facts, I can't argue with the facts. I can't. That there needs to be some semblance of hope held out for CTR Nitro Fueled on PC in some form. I don't know how, but with that NVIDIA GeForce leak and almost every single game on that bloody leak coming to being true, I can't refute it. I can't refute it, you know? No, I can't argue with hey P. Williams, how's it going? They love it. This has been one of the best games ever made. Yeah, this game is pretty darn good. And I will say that I don't know if I should even say this or not. I don't want to get people's expectations higher, but there might be a chance that Jak and Daxter actually is coming back. There is. And at first, I didn't believe it. But there was something pointed out to me that there maybe. How will it come back? I have no idea. Will it be a remake? No idea. There is a possibility. And Sparky Sap, I know what you're referring to, and it does not. It includes what you're referring to, but not 100% just that. It's based on something else as well. So, like, we wouldn't be seeing it for a long time, though. I mean, like, a long time.
What a weird looking. Quick! We have to get to the power cell before the Pelican scoops it up again.
Like, like waiting till like 3 years. I believe when I see, yeah, I'm kind of there with you too, Shao Voiclaw. I'm there with you as well, where it's like I'll believe when I see it, but there was something pointed out to me that I was just like, Hey, Ronald, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. AOCG, welcome back. Sorry your vacation got cut short. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the $2, Ronald. I appreciate that. Thank you. If it were true, would you prefer a Spyro remake of Jak and Daxter or a whole new game from the ground up? I want a game from the ground up that is a kind of not a reboot, but a remake of the original games, not done in the style of Crash and Spyro, but but done in a way that has a future. And what I mean by that is that when you look at Jak and Daxter 2, it was designed in a way that they wanted to go so far away from the very far away from the original Jak and Daxter, and it kind of it didn't kill the franchise, but it made a lot of people kind of upset at it. I think if they did another Jak and Daxter starting from here, but have a plan for like a 1, 2, 3, where they kind of make everything kind of cohesive, where it follows a similar story arc and an idea, but it's pre-planned a lot better and smoothed out and planned out, and all the plot points and everything kind of redone to kind of make it better. I think that that would be a really interesting method of doing Jak and Daxter, because unfortunately the original game is great. I love the original game. It's my favorite one, even like story wise and such. Punch the baby bird, come on.
Good job. Now meet me down here by the egg.
It could be 4 too. It could be 4. It could be 4 as well.
My. I hope the poor dear's okay. Here's a power cell for your valor.
Mama.
Oh no! No!
Look, isn't that cute? It thinks you're its mama.
Ah! I'm not your mom! You see any feathers here?
Oh, love at first sight. Oh. Listen, boys. I'll take this little chick back to the village with me and work with the sage to take care of her.
Similar to Ratchet and Clank PS4. Yeah, kinda, yeah, actually. But kind of just making it more cohesive for future titles. Ronald donated $5 to Super Chat. Thank you so much. Do you think there's a chance for more guest characters from other series to arrive in Wumpa League, like Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper, Jack, Ty, etc.? Maybe. I feel like. See, here's the spice. Here's the spice of that question. Do I think it would be a smart marketing decision to do that? Yes. Yes, Ronald. I think that would be a really, really smart plan. Do I think they will do that? Well, that's where we kind of start to lose a little bit where it comes to the Microsoft acquisition. Could we see characters like Ukulele, KO, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger make it to Wumpa League? Yeah, actually I do. I really do think that is potentially possible. I think that making Wumpa League kind of like a platformer, in a way, a platformer, party game is a really smart idea. Unfortunately, with the acquisition that's going on right now over at Microsoft and such, and with how much Sony has been screaming about that acquisition and arguing and fighting and complaining, I actually now don't think that Xbox will play nice anymore when it comes to guest characters in Wumpa League. I don't think Microsoft is going to play nice. I think Microsoft is going to say nope to Sony. If Sony wanted to do this, that, and the other, they're going to be like, nope, not doing it, and just use their own IPs and third-party IPs that are not Sony. What was your favorite Ratchet and Clank game? Well, I liked. I'm trying to remember back when I played a lot. I really did enjoy Rift Apart. Rift Apart was a lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed Rift Apart. Rift Apart's definitely up there. and it might just be my favorite. But I'm not a giant. I want to clarify. I'm not a giant Ratchet and Clank aficionado. Like I'm not the. I play the game once, maybe finish it, and then I'm done. That's my Ratchet and Clank experience typically. Is I might get through the game, I'll finish the main story, and then I'm done. That's it. That's it. That's all. And I enjoy my time with it. I like it.
All the scout flies in this area.
And then that's it. It's not that I don't like the franchise. I do like the franchise. The franchise is cool. I guess I'm not so hyper focused on it, if that makes sense. I'm not so hyper focused on that franchise. Maybe Banjo and Conquer. Maybe.
So we got a Precursor launcher here, but you aren't powered up with the blue stuff.
Maybe.
So it ain't gonna help us.
If I remember correctly, Phil Spencer did mention something about bringing Call of Duty to, if they got the acquisition, that they want to bring Call of Duty to Switch, which is a very interesting thought. And while I do appreciate the idea, I don't know if it's the best idea. But you know what? I'm not an analyst, so I don't know what the data is on how many people play Call of Duty that want it on the Switch. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know exactly what the plans are, because I don't, right? Cloud version, that might be that's possible, Clipper. It's very possible. I think if Call of Duty were to come to Switch, I think actually the best bet would be legitimately, and this might sound a little bit kind of goofy, but legitimately create a company create their own experience on Switch. Like, you know, when they release the game, they release the same game, like, okay, Black Ops, Modern Warfare, etc. I think that there should be an exclusive Switch version of Call of Duty that's specified for the Switch, period. That's it. Not, oh, we're going to jam Modern Warfare 2 onto the Switch and just downgrade the graphics until even a potato looks amazing. I think that if they were to turn around and be like, hey, you know what? Why don't we have a company dedicated, one company dedicated to making COD on Switch, and it doesn't have to follow, the storyline of the other Call of Duty games. It doesn't have to follow any of that. It's just literally there's one version of Call of Duty for Nintendo Switch, specified for the Switch, that is unrelated, and it gives an alternative experience for people that really, really do dig deep into the Call of Duty experience to try something, if that makes sense. Ronald, oh my goodness, okay. We got two donations back to back. Ronald donated $5 Super Chat. Do you think it's possible for Sony and Microsoft could patch things up down the line? No. And I'm going to explain why in a second. Flaney Man donated $2 as well. 2 VIP Super Chats. Thank you. I can only imagine the Switch fans with the COD running. It just sounds like a French duck the entire time. Oh gosh, it'd take liftoff. That's why I would suggest for COD to create their own version for Switch. I think that would be the best bet. That'd be the best idea. Is literally their own line of games, right? So, okay. So back to your question there, Ronald, about if they could patch things up. With what? Unless Jim Ryan... Unless Jim Ryan steps down as CEO, I think there is going to be a big chop at each other when it comes to content like this. I do think that Sony has kind of drawn sort of a first blood in a way, with what they were doing. They played dirty. They did. They played dirty, and this is coming from someone who is currently playing on a PlayStation 5, who currently puts the most hours into his PlayStation 5 out of all of his consoles, and is obsessively excited for God of War, who has been playing Horizon Forbidden West finally while I was up north, etc., etc. Coming from someone that would, on the outside looking in, think that I was a Sony fanboy, I'm saying that Sony is really, really, really doing something not great right now. What do you think about Horizon? Oh, so far it's really good. I haven't finished it yet. And I don't want to spoil anything, but Forbidden Temple holds. That's right. Okay, it's Forbidden Temple. Where is that again? Hold on. I'm kind of running through a little bit. Hold on. Forbidden Temple is that where the rock fell down? Do you think there could be Nintendo characters in Wumpa League? Maybe if Wumpa League is... I think... I'm trying to think here. Maybe if Wumpa League comes to Switch, then maybe the Switch version would get an exclusive thing. Maybe. Oh, shoot. It's been a hot minute. Name all 9 main series Ratchet & Clank games in order. Oh boy. I'm not going to be able to do it in order, and I probably won't even get all the games. I know there's Ratchet & Clank Going Commando, Ratchet & Clank Up Your Arsenal, Ratchet & Clank now this is where things get mixed up for me. Ratchet & Clank Deadlocked, Ratchet & Clank... I know there's All for One, Tools of Destruction, Rift Apart, of course, Quest for Booty, I'm not sure. Oh my gosh. More ads. On my Twitch channel. More ads that I'm not even writing down. Nexus, right? Yeah, into the Nexus. That's right. Okay.
So you want to make a contribution? Good. A sizable one, I hope.
A crack in time and into the Nexus. That's right.
Oh, it's a sizable contribution. I just hope this power cell adequately represents my gratitude.
For some reason, yeah, size matters. That's another one. Yep. Full frontal assault. Yep, that's another one. For some reason, I kept thinking a crack in time was what kept going through my head was Days of Future Past, and I'm like, no, that's not it. I know that's not it.
Maybe we should go root out the fisherman. I heard he was in the jungle fishing by the lower river.
That's right. Okay, so now we got oh wait, hold on. We got yak cows. There's yak cows we gotta go deal with. We gotta milk them yak cows. Don't kill me, giant fish. Thank you so much, Ronald, for the $5 super chat. Could you see Crash and Spyro ever becoming exclusive to Xbox because of what Sony did as sort of as playing dirty back? Yes, now I do. That is something that I potentially do see happening now, because I think that there's going to be a sort of a console war now because of what Sony did.
I've been trying to get those unreact cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get him back into the corral?
So, I don't know. I don't know. Is that a possibility? Yes. Do I think it would be smart? No. But will Xbox play petty when it comes with that? It's possible now. Yeah. Before I was like, nah, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. But after the the mudslinging, we'll say, from PlayStation, now I'm a little bit more inclined to be like, maybe they will. I think that it would be really dumb. I think it would be very dumb, marketing-wise, to do that, because I do think that... And what exactly did Sony do? Okay. I'll quickly explain what Sony has done that is definitely like, wow, are you serious? So, right now, the FTC and all of the big companies in the world are reviewing the acquisition between Xbox and Activision. And what's happening is that PlayStation is literally throwing an absolute fit and screaming and yelling and having an absolute massive temper tantrum about all of this. And you might be like, okay, why? Well, they're saying that if Xbox were to purchase Xbox were to purchase Activision, Xbox could implement game mode differences, advantages, and other features into the game that Sony users can no longer get. And the UK version of the FTC is actually parlaying with Sony with this. And then Sony went full on like tantrum mode and basically was saying that, if because of, this is just for gamers and for choices and stuff. And hey, Toya's World. And people, when recently Silent Hill was just announced to be coming back, and they just announced that it's going to be timed exclusive to Sony. And basically the big thing that's happening right now is Sony is doing exactly what they're scared that Microsoft is going to do. They're doing it right now and calling Microsoft bad about it. So, okay, it's kind of hypocritical, right? That's kind of hypocritical. And they're saying that it was such that because Xbox is because Activision is such a titan, it's not fair for marketing. It's not fair for Sony. Now, do I agree? Now, I want to get something straight.
That lazy farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
I want to get this straight. Do I think that Call of Duty should stay exclusive, multi-console? Yes. And I do give kudos to PlayStation for fighting for that, because while they are correct, Call of Duty has always been multi-console, and especially ever since its recent like surge in the past decade. And it would not be fair, in my opinion, to make it all of a sudden Microsoft exclusive. That I agree with. I do agree with that. However, what I don't agree with is essentially Sony being upset that they've been getting this really good deal for Sony since the PlayStation 4 era. And they've been getting this really good deal for COD since the PlayStation 4 era. And they've been wheeling and dealing and getting so much money because of the exclusivities that they're getting for Call of Duty. And now that Xbox is coming in to buy it, they're now upset because now that competitive edge that they've been honing and shining and investing in is being kaput, is being put down to like, well, now we're back to an equal playing field advantage, even though they've invested so much money into Call of Duty over the years. They've invested so much money into Call of Duty over the years.
You gotta bring in the cops for the journal.
Yes.
Well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
And that, to me, is what I'm hearing. All I'm hearing is we're losing our exclusivity potential because when Microsoft gets this deal, there is no way that Microsoft is going to parlay with PlayStation in the sense of PlayStation getting exclusive content over Microsoft, because Microsoft would be the ones running the show, and they're not happy about that. And they turn around and they make an argument of something that they're doing, right? Yeah, you're right, Flanny Man. But I would argue that PlayStation has the tools and the potential to create a competitor to Call of Duty easily. I don't want to say easily as in like, you know, like, oh, it's so easy to make a competitor to Call of Duty. No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that if they would, out of all the game companies in the world, PlayStation would be one of the companies that has the potential to be able to create a competitive game to Call of Duty. But they don't invest into that. They're not investing into a first-person shooter that is as big or just as big as Call of Duty.
Check out that funky sculpture sitting on the rocks over there.
And while Call of Duty has become a household name, first-person shooters is definitely a saturated market. But there is a reason why it's a saturated market, and the reason why it's a saturated market is because a lot of people like first-person shooters.
This must be a precursor oracle like the...
Who awakens the oracle? Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
Alright. I love that voice. So as I was saying, if Sony were to come out and say, hey, here's an exclusive first-person shooter that's going to be a competitor to Call of Duty and all modern first-person shooters, Sony has the resources and Sony has the ability and the developers to be able to do that. They do.
Bring to me 120 precursor orbs, and I will award you a power cell.
What? How many do I have? Ow. Super close. 108. But what they did instead was Sony thought it'd be a smart plan to turn around and be like, instead of us investing all this money into instead of investing all of this money into our own game, why don't we just invest into Call of Duty and get as much exclusivity as possible to be able to, you know, just convince most users to just pick up Call of Duty for PlayStation instead. And it's like, yeah, it saves us money. We don't have to do much. It's done. It's over. Done. Easy. Well, they didn't expect for their plan to kind of get interrupted by Microsoft coming along and purchasing the company. Oops, that was a mistake. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is called putting your eggs into one basket when it comes to certain genres. And sometimes putting all your eggs into certain baskets can have big payoffs. But if you mess up royally, like Sony did with their choices, you're going to, you're not going to be happy. So, putting too much money, putting too much value into the partnership of Activision was an issue, was a bad play on Sony's part. I don't mind what they were doing before. It was smart. But Microsoft just did something smarter, right? But instead of...
For your gift, another power cell is yours.
But instead of parlaying with Microsoft, instead of sitting there and parlaying with them and being like, all right, you're the big dogs now who own it. Let's try to make sure that, you know, we, you know, keep things peaceful between us so that we can continue having a relationship, while also developing a competitor to Call of Duty at the same time. So if I was Jim Ryan, what I would do is I would definitely internally ask questions about what we could do. And then immediately, the first thing I would do is I would buy a company that potentially, or invest into one of my own companies that could make a competitor to Call of Duty. Then I would go and I would hire a bunch of ex-Call of Duty devs to rebuild a game that's similar to Call of Duty, and then we would develop a game that would be even better than that and go from there. And build a game that is going to, that would rock Call of Duty out of the water. I would make it a live service game so that you could constantly update it. Or something along the lines of that, to make it so that you can constantly make changes to it, but keep the core of the game. And maybe like every year, instead of you have to step out and spend $60-$70 every year, it's every year there's a massive overhaul, right? While also still trying to play nice with Microsoft to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation, and trying to get as much as I can, but being respectful, while also developing the air quote Call of Duty killer, the game that is like PlayStation, and then make that strictly exclusive to Sony. And then if Call of Duty turns around and says, okay, we're going exclusively Microsoft, say that's fine, because you have your own first party now, right? Yeah, I feel like that Jim Ryan definitely would have tried to make Activision, all of Activision's properties exclusive, but he's throwing a tantrum right now. What is your very first live stream? My very first live stream was Spyro Community Day back in 2017, I think. So 5 years ago? Been about 5 years, approximately. Actually, let me look up, when did I post my very first video? $5 years ago, yeah. 5 years ago, which was July 17th, 2017. Oh man, I missed my 5-year anniversary. July 7th was my first kind of a Canadian Guy A video. There we go. Sorry, I had to just take care of something there. Happy late 5th YouTube birthday. Aw, thank you. Yeah, so I guess back in July was my 5-year kind of YouTube, like current was it my first YouTube video? No. But it was really my first YouTube video that was with the intention of trying to make something out of it, you know? Everything else was just kind of goofing around. Thank you so much, Ronald, for the $5. Well, first for the $2 and then the $5. They could have just worked something out in peace. They could have, but they didn't because Sony is playing a really dangerous game right now. And I'll explain what that game is in a second. But thank you for the $5 as well. Any word on which side the FTC US and Canada are on the exclusive console wars? So far, I haven't heard anything as of yet. I know that they asked more questions, but I don't think that they have fully given their answer yet. I think they asked for clarity on a couple things, but they haven't given the full answer yet. So again, thank you so much for the $5. I do appreciate that. What was my favorite PlayStation mascot that's not Crash or Spyro?
We should ask the fisherman down by the
it's kind of hard to ask because I very much do like both of those as the game. But honestly, probably another one that I do really enjoy is Jak and Daxter. I've always had a preference for Jak and Daxter over Ratchet and Clank, and I know that sounds terrible, but I just do. I just have a preference of Jak and Daxter over Ratchet and Clank. But I still like Ratchet and Clank. I still do. See you later, Flanny. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What was Sly Cooper? I love Sly Cooper too. I do. I love Sly Cooper. But I don't know. I really do like the first Jak and Daxter. If I were to compare the franchise as a whole, I think that I maybe do like Sly Cooper a little bit more. But the first Jak and Daxter, I really, really like. I like the first. But I'll say this: I like the first Jak and Daxter more than some of the other Sly games. Probably any of the Sly games. But then I liked all the other Sly games over any of the other Jak and Daxters. Well, Jak and Daxter 3 is pretty good. 3 is on par with Sly Cooper, I would say. But the first Jak and Daxter I really like. Okay. Alright, I do gotta run to the bathroom. So if you guys can give me a minute here, I will be right back. Just gotta run myself to the bathroom. Okie dokie. I am back. Let us continue. Whoop, whoop. There we go. All right, let's go over here. There we go. Okay.
Hey, there's little lightning marks on those posts, and there's lightning coming out of that vent over there. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
There we go. Here we go.
We need to get to the top of that tower.
Come on. Oof. I mean, I'm always down for something exciting. Always. Who wouldn't be down for something exciting? Yes, happy early Halloween, Paul. A couple people have asked, what am I doing for Halloween? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. My plans for Halloween are kind of botched right now because originally, we weren't gonna celebrate Halloween this year because we thought, you know what, we'll spend more time on vacation and we'll travel the day of Halloween and then go from there and then be back on November 1st. However, that did not happen, obviously, because I am home now. And we were like, okay, so now we're kind of trying to throw something together for Halloween for the kids. We're trying to put something together. And since when were kids' costumes like $30, $40? Like when I was a kid, I remember costumes being, you know, $10, $15, $20, $30 at most. And if you were rich, you spent $40 on a kid's costume. And that was like an awesome costume, right? But you were rich. My parents' deal was like, if I spent $40 on a costume, I had to use it for that year and the next year. And we're looking, you're like, oh yeah, yeah, here we go, $40 for a basic outfit for a kid. I was like, what? What do you... What? I was like, what? I don't know. Around where I was, it was relatively cheap for just a basic costume. But now it's like, yeah, nope, now it's expensive. Hey, Venomous, how's it going, man? Ah, shoot. That is awesome, Sierra. See, those are my favorite. You see, I feel bad because my dad and I did that all the time. That's why we started doing it, was because we wanted to do something original and something cool. And it's actually my dad that actually helped me be able to start cosplaying. It was my dad that showed me that we could do it, right? There were outfits and stuff that I wanted to do, but you know, I was always just like, you know, oh, you know, I don't know if we, you know, that stuff is expensive to buy and you have to hire this, that. And my dad was the one that was like, no, we can try to make something out of it. We can try. And my dad, he kind of has a... I'll answer your question in a second. That price for a very long time. The last time they were under $30, my oldest was around 90, and she's 27 now. See, I'm 27. Right? I'm 27. So maybe that's why. Maybe I'm just an old fart now. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. And my dad owns a boat store. And he sells used boat parts, and of course he's a tinkerer. So him being a tinkerer and, you know, having all these boat parts, my dad kind of has a scrapyard of just metal, just sheets of metal, random clips of metal, decals from boats, props, motors, anything, you know, anything that you could pull off a boat, metal rods, all these things. And the coolest thing is that he would let me pick through the scrap metal and the scrap stuff, and we would slap things together. And of course, my dad being working in a shop, he had tools and stuff. So, you know, I'd be playing with drills, sawzalls, whatever.
Blue eco-vents have been activated all over the world. I knew there was a way to turn them on.
There you go. You're 45 years young. Exactly. So anyway, we would sit down and we would literally just tinker ideas together for costumes. And it was one of my favorite things to do with my dad. It was one of my favorite things to do with my dad. It was so much fun to just sit there and tinker, you know, see if something would work, have an idea, try to build something. Would it fail? Maybe, but we tried something else until something worked, and then we tried different stuff. Hey, how's it going, Shooter? Jordan Wall's been a member for 15 months. Hi, Canadian guy. Hey, hello, Jordan. How are you? Hey, Shooter. How's it going? I'm doing, you know, alive. And you know what? Being alive is what matters. And that's all I'm really going to say about that. Is I'm alive, and shoot. And that's what matters most, right? Oh, come on. Keep overshooting that. Hello there, that looks like a friendly face. Hey! Drad has been a $2 member for 13 months. Thank you so much, Drad. Sup, sorry I can't be fully here, currently out. No problem. No problem. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Drad. Thank you so much. Friend of mine, thank you. Nope. There we go. I always remember these bugs giving me issues. And this happening. You can tell that scene is definitely, like, it feels like inspired by Hercules with the Hydra. I forget how to hit these guys without, that's what happened, okay. Schmack. Nom, yeah, it's a nom, alright. Boom. Okay, I don't know how that didn't damage me, but, alright. There we go. Ah, come on. There we go. With Xbox still at war, it makes me feel uneasy about the future of gaming now. Thanks for the $5. I wouldn't say be scared for the future of gaming, but I would say that there's not going to be as nice parlays between, you know, the companies for a little bit now. Because it's one thing to have a competitive game. It's another to turn around and take another company's, like, buying opportunity away. If that makes sense. And that makes a lot of people mad. And if something were to happen, excuse me, it is possible that there will be some legal ramifications. Because even if they turn around and say no to this, Xbox can take them to court. I think that rumor is nothing but lies at the moment. I don't know why this rumor even started, but somebody posted on, some person on Twitter randomly just posted, according to several sources, there's a Crash Bandicoot movie in the works and it's developed by Sony. And I'm like, several sources? What sources are you talking about? What several sources are you speaking about? Is the several sources me, myself, and I? What, like, where are you pulling this from? Like, you sit there and you're like, oh yeah, it's according to several sources. Follow me on Twitch. Hold on. Hold the phone. Source my brain. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like, now am I saying here they are definitively not making a Crash Bandicoot animated series? No, of course not. Of course I'm not saying that, because you... now, was there a rumor of there being a Crash Bandicoot animated series? Yes, in fact, no, there was a Crash Bandicoot animated series in development. The pitch animation was leaked. right? That stuff was leaked. But even when that was leaked, to give you an idea, when the animation stuff was leaked, okay, there wasn't even that many sources for an actual leak. Like a legitimate leak. You can't see it. And yet, this person is sitting here and saying, yes, according to several sources. Who? What several sources are you speaking about? Now, was it canceled? According to sources, yes, it was canceled. The reason being, there's a lot of now the reason of it being canceled is right now a big spectacle of an argument. Ah, yes, here we go. Time for the fishing. Anyone else ready for the fishing? I know I'm not. Oh! Hold on a second.
I love the smell of fish.
Oh, I just got an ad. Oh, good. Oh, good to know that you got an ad. Oh, good. Great.
I remember the big one that got away.
Ow. Oh, boy.
What do you have in the basket?
Nothing to talk about. Them monsters patrolling the ocean took a bite out of me fishing rig. And now they're gobbling up me catch. No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
Woo! Maybe it's your breath.
You think you can do better? Try scooping up river fish with a tiny net. I'll give you a power cell if you can catch 200 pounds of them critters. And then I'll let you with shrimp here
There we
use
go.
my speedboat to get to Misty Island. You want to try the challenge? There
Time
are
to
two
fish.
types of good fish to catch. 1 pound fishies and 5 pound fishies. And if you miss 20 pounds of good fish, then I'm gonna take me net back from you. There are poisonous eels in this river. Catch even a one of them boogers, and you'll poison the whole darn catch.
Alright, here we go. 5 pound fishies. 1 pound fishies. Ah, missed one. Missed. Oh, gosh. Oh, no.
Here comes a big one.
Here comes a big one. I never caught. How many pounds of fish am I supposed to grab? Ah! They're always so close.
Here comes a big one. Steady, boy.
Ah! 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 I'm getting overwhelmed! No! Ah! 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 Hey! 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 Ah! No! 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 Okay, no, 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 no,
Steady,
no.
boy.
No, no, no. No, no. No, no. No! That was not fair! That wasn't fair! Or nice?
Here comes a big one. Steady, boy.
That was evil. That was evil. That's not fair. Alright, come on.
Steady boy. Hold steady. Almost there. Right.
No! 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 Hey. Edgar is considering your least favorite Daxter game and why? Thank you so much for the $5. Jack 2. Eager. Jack 2.
Steady boy.
I felt like Jack 2 was severely hindered by the vehicle sections. I really did not like them at all. The random weird difficulty curves, not a fan. Not a fan of Jack 2. I didn't like the cityscape, the way they had it was all just grim dark city. Wasn't thrilled about it, but not a fan of Jack 2. And I liked Jack 3. But it didn't feel like a Jack and Daxter game from the first game. Felt like something different, but I still liked it. Alright.
Here comes a big one. Steady boy.
Come on. I hate the wave of eels. Why are they all gonna come at once? Is there like an eel family reunion? No. No.
Here comes a big one. Hold steady.
No! 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 Gosh! We were so close. Oh, come on. Such a silly mess. Eels this early, eh? Hey. We're starting with the eels already? Oops, nothing but eels.
Steady boy. Left.
Listen, don't start screaming my line. I was holding left. It's not for you to start saying. Yeah. No, don't touch my nut. No. Ah, yeah. Hold on. Thank you so much for the $1 or the $2, $5. No! No! Oh, I should have waited. No! That was my fault. I got distracted. Escalator, eels. Thank you so much, Sonic Blade 64 for the $5. I appreciate that. That was my own fault. My own fault. Ugh.
Here comes a big one.
We can do this. We can do this. No.
Steady boy.
Man, you can say this challenge is eerily bad.
Here comes a big one.
It makes me feel eel.
Steady boy.
Okay. Go back to where you belong! And not in my net!
Hold steady! Almost there. Here comes a big one.
Yes!
You caught
Yeah!
2 pounds of fish. Not bad for a couple of landlubbers. Here's the power cell I promised. And you can use my boat at the village dock whenever you like.
Got it. Oh. 200 fish. Yes! We got 200 pounds of fish! Got it. 200 pounds. Oh, that challenge could be a pain in the derriere. The worst part is almost getting it like 2 or 3 times. Where it's like, yeah, almost! And then, nope. Okay, now I gotta figure out where I'm going from here. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Have a problem with a fish? Punch it in the mouth. Have a problem with a frog? Punch it in the mouth. Have a problem with a snake? You punch it in the mouth. When anything gives you problems, you punch it in the mouth. Nope.
Let's get up on that machine and break the mirror diverting the precursor beam.
No, that's how we solve problems. You punch it in the mouth. Same brain. That's how we solve all problems. You punch it in the mouth.
We need to charge you up with that blue stuff to get this open.
So here. Ooh. Thank you for that tip, Rebecca. Ha ha! The stance that Daxter makes in pelvic thrust. Compiler problems. Oh, that doesn't mouth. What do you do? What you do? You go to the dollar store. You buy a pair of googly eyes. And then you take some construction paper and you paint out and you cut out a mouth. And you put on the compiler. And you punch it in the mouth. That is how you do it. Sorry.
Those tower doohickeys scattered all over the jungle must redirect the eco beam. Let's go fiddle with them.
Yes.
Line up the beam by pointing it at the
That was
next
so
tower.
dramatic. It was. Ah, yes, this is very good for my eyes.
Hey, we can follow the beam to find
Hope
the
you're not
next tower.
sensitive to light. Wub, 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 wub. Thanks, game. Appreciate it. No, every time I hear the sound of shattered glass, immediately it's just the Stone Cold Steve Austin theme immediately plays in my head. Dun, 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 dun. Oh no, we already beat him.
Let's go to the next tower and reconnect the beam there.
You have to say on what mission was your hardest in Jak 2? I just remember there was one mission in Jak 2 that just brought me absolute rage. I don't remember the specifics of it, but I remember it was you had to drive a vehicle and you couldn't be touched. You couldn't be touched once. If you got touched, you lost mission. The problem is that the AI thought that the roads were for a destruction derby and just literally smashed into each other for everything. Apparently it's been a year since How Can a Rock Expire rant. Was that my rant about salt? Was that my rant about salt? Because I redid that rant the other day to a friend of mine up north. Yes, oh my gosh. Don't even get me started on that. That stuff drives me nuts. The pink salt. Yeah, the pink salt. I went on a rant last year, and I actually recently went on a rant again to my friend up north because I totally forgot I had that rant. But yeah, you're right. I did have this rant on stream where if you go to the supermarket, and it makes me mad instantly. You go to the supermarket, you go to the spice section, and when you walk up to the salt section and you grab the rock salt, the rock salt, and you look, there's an expiry date on it. How can you do you know what rocks are? Do you know what has been on the earth for millions of years before the dawn of man, before the dawn of life? Do you know what the earth was? It was a rock! A rock! Don't matter if you believe in the Big Bang Theory, if God created, or whatever religious or spiritual belief you have, it started as a rock! Okay? It started as a rock! How does a rock expire? How can you turn around and say, yeah, the salt expires? It's a rock! A rock doesn't expire! It's a rock! Oh! I couldn't believe it. I was so mad. Oh. But it's like, oh yeah, the salt can last for a year. Salt can go bad. Yes. There's a difference though between salt going bad and salt expiring. There is a difference. I believe it's bacteria and problems like cross-contamination, stuff like that. That can happen, yes. Salt can go bad. That is correct. Contamination and all that. But if there's no contamination, if it is just salt in a box or a container and left alone, it don't expire. There's, I was mad. So mad. I'm still mad about it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That is a boulder. It's a rock. Oh, I was so mad. Oh, how does salt go bad? It's a rock. Oh, trust me. I get angry at silly things. About rocks from yours, she's just like, whatever at this point. Yeah, no, my wife is just like, whatever at this point. That's literally it. My wife.
We should go tell that windbag of a mayor that he owes us big time for connecting.
Same here, stream froze. It's back. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, it's not on my end. It's on YouTube's end. Yeah, apparently my rant broke the stream. Apparently the salt, the salt, what's it called? The salt mafia, the salt mob is listening in, and they're a little bit angry. A rant on candles? Yeah, I'll tell you the rant on candles, okay? I'll just let you know what my rant was about. There was a giant article and a giant call back when that we shouldn't blow out candles on a cake. And the reason why is because when you blow out candles on a cake, you could infect the cake with your spit. And I ranted that I want to be 98 years old and I want 98 candles on my cake. And when I blow it out over the whole cake, that's it. Like, I was so mad. I was like, what? We shouldn't have birthday cake candles because you can blow them out and spread germs. Oh yeah, there was another rant I went on. And actually it just so happens to be, this one. I remember I was screaming about this. I was so mad. I think it might have been the same stream.
You have proven yourself worthy. Here is a power cell.
I was livid. I was so livid when there was an article. Like, someone was paid for this article. Someone sat down at the computer, came up with this article idea, typed it out, showed it to an editor. The editor said, yeah, sure, let's publish this, and then published it. They posted this being serious, and they said, and I quote, "This year for Halloween, we need to make sure that When we say trick or treat, we don't exceed 7 decibels when we say trick or treat because we can spread COVID by screaming too loud. So by quietly saying trick or treat, we are going to be safe. I just wanted... I don't wish violence on anybody. But if an anvil fell out of the sky with 8 sticks of TNT attached to it, just lit, and landed in this person's house while they were taking a dump, I wouldn't be sad. I wouldn't. I'd say, fair. I literally sat there, and I remember I'm not going to start because if I start talking about it, I'm gonna start getting mad.
By climbing the cliff behind the farmer's house. Bring the power cells and hurry. My father says he's seen more workers around.
It just makes me want to go out to someone's house with my own bag of candy, stand outside of their house and scream, "Hey! I said trick or treat!" Screaming at the top of my lungs. I couldn't.
Hey, let's go check out old Fish Brett's speedboat at the dock.
I'm sorry, I couldn't. Bring the back up. Yeah, that's all. Just there you go. Wear a mask. That's fine. Daddy, we want can't. Yeah, seriously. Oh, all right. Now we gotta go to the boat. Oh, I'm starting to get a little bit dizzy just thinking about it. I'm like, oh yeah, just hearing screaming out of bits, things out of context is just part of the home experience. Excuse me. Let's go over here to the boat. To the booty. Boom. Let's go. On the boat. Misty Island. There we go.
This place gives me the creeps. And trust me, it's a whole new experience.
Yes, I did.
When you're covered in fuzz.
Now I'm just reminded something about my vacation. Now I'm sad again. Every time we go up north, we always go hunting, fishing, and just spend a lot of time with each other and play games and stuff. And basically, the problem with the vacation was that when we got there, the cottage needed repairs and a lot of work done. So, of course, when you're not there for 11 months out of the year, and when the cottage gets really cold, there's a whole bunch of stuff that needs to be repaired when you get back. So, kind of like the first week we were there. While we did do some vacation and we didn't do much, it was and also I discovered, oh man, just the cherry on top, man. The cherry on top is I found out that as I was driving up here, that I now have stress-induced. I have a stress-induced ulcer. I learned about that I was like, oh, great. Good time to learn about that while I'm driving for 12 hours over the course of 2 days. It's a good thing to learn that I have an ulcer. Great. Awesome. 11 out of 10. But whatever. That's fine. I'm going to a place where I'm going to relax. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to relax. I am going to relax, and this ulcer is going to go away because I'm relaxing. It's not stress-induced. It's fine. Everything is grand and everything is great. Awesome. Perfect. 11 out of 10. We get there. Oh, well, okay. The cottage needs some repairs, so okay, we're gonna do that. So the first week was like, okay, the first half of the day you kind of worked and you kind of cleaned up the cottage and did some lawn work, and then at the end of the day, take out the ATVs for maybe a little bit, maybe play some board games, and everything is great. Okay. So first week we're like, okay, maybe the first week is a little bit work, but it's okay. The second week is we're gonna go fishing and we're gonna relax and have some fun. No. At the start of the week, I find out, by the way, you have 3 days left. Oh yeah, and also because of the nature of the situation, you now have the amazing, not stress-inducing stress of shutting down the cottage and winterizing it. Don't mess up, or it's tens of thousands of dollars of damage. Oh, good. Great. Awesome. Fantastic. Great. My ulcer feels amazing. My ulcer feels so good. It's sitting so nicely. Oh, I feel great. This is fun. This is fine. This is great. Have I winterized the cottage before? Nope. It's my first time. Ulcer, U-L-C-E-R. There was a family situation. It's a family cottage. Nope, no, it's not an Airbnb. It's the family cottage. As I said, there was a situation that happened that forced me to have to come home early. My ulcer feels great. Feels awesome. It's sitting like lead pellets in my stomach. I probably could have rolled that. Oh, almost got it. Oh, shoot. My ulcer feels great. I should put that on a shirt. My ulcer feels great. Thanks for asking. I didn't ask. So yeah, so then when I had 3 days to clean the cottage up for shutdown. My ulcer feels great. It's okay, my ulcer feels great. When I got home, my dad asked me, how's the ulcer feeling? And I'm like, it's still ulcering. Ulcer still doing ulcer things, you know.
Watch your back! You remember what happened the last time we were here? It's an ambush, Jack! It's an ambush! Get the red eagle! Red eagle makes your attack stronger.
You know, stream the whole game? Maybe. I might. If you guys are interested. It has been 2 years. It's been a while since I played Jack and Daxter, so I feel like it might finally be time to, you know, at least do one. Are you 25 or 26? I am 27. And we'll be 28 in January. Hey. Fire over here, please. Over here. Do I have to get behind there and shoot it myself? I feel like I'm gonna have to. Because there's no way that it's gonna make it.
This place gives me the willies.
The willies.
Let's keep you out of the use, okay?
This place gives me the willies. I love that line. It's great. Chad and Daxter. Oh yeah, you want to see something that's actually terrible? Hold on, let me show you guys something. I couldn't believe this. So we get there, and we get to up north, and we're like, okay, we brought most of our food up, but you know, sometimes you gotta bring items from home, or you gotta buy some items. So, we get there. I go to the dairy section, and I'm like, "Hey guys, do you need some butter? Anyone need butter? Don't worry, it's only $8.28 a pound." Oh, $8.28 a pound for butter. You better start liking margarine real fast. Because to give you an idea, that's how expensive things are up there. Butter is over $8 a pound. How much? And that's before 13% tax. So hold on. Hold on. That's right. Hold on. We gotta add the taxes to it. So if we purchase that, $9.35. You know where it was? Walmart. That's it. Just Walmart. That's it. It's just nothing. It's nothing. Like $9.35 for butter. 1 pound of butter. It wasn't like we were going to some no-name side shack where they have to make their money somewhere. It was Walmart. And we're up north. It's not like we have, it's not like we have a lot of options. Because, so like $10 for 3 pounds of butter at Costco. I wish. I wish. Welcome to Canada. Have a look around. Soon you will be broke and never be found. But no, seriously, it's like, Margarine suddenly tasted a little bit better. Yummy. Our pet tax is 20% in the UK. Ugh. Oh gosh. I just sat there. I was just like, are you serious? Oh. Ah, yes. Canadian guy is taking an ad break. Stick around to support the stream. Yes. Thank you, Twitch, for blasting 4 ads on my channel. Thank you. Yes. First about Rockstar. Yeah, that's... oh, then Honda. Yes, I drive a Honda. I don't drive a Honda. I drive a Toyota. Let's see what other amazing ads that you have catered to me and my audience. Let's see here. Ah, yes, shopping carts swirling around a Honda Pilot. That's exactly what my audience wants to see. There we go. The Honda CR-V. Yes, thank you. Good job. Oh, CIBC now. Yes. Yes. A Canadian bank that has that screwed me over about a decade ago. That's why I never go with them ever again. Uh-huh. Yes. Yes, totally something that's catered to my audience. 100%. Oh, let's see what the last one is. Let's see here. Ah, yes. Government of Canada. And how amazing their apps are when it comes to COVID vaccines and the whole COVID-19 vaccines and every other thing that they did. I swear the government in Canada's service site is literally just programmed by a bunch of monkeys with a hammer. It's like you go to sign in and you have to do like, you know, a dance and like, sacrifice, 2 hours of your time. Just it's that guy. Yeah, it's just the monkey with the hammer. That's it. Literally programmed by a monkey with a hammer. That's literally it. Okay, great. Let's go there. How you doing? I'm alive! I'm alive, Sora. I'm alive. And that's what matters, right? Oh, come on. I'm alive. Great. How is this website functioning? By hopes and dreams. It was rare, medium, but well done. Ha ha! It was rare, but well done. That's funny. I froze again? What's going on? Why did the fish go to the eel for therapy? So that he could talk about his eelings. You have lost 1,000 subscribers. Aww. aquatic pun. Cha. Thank you. Ah. Do I see myself doing YouTube 10 years as a job? Yes and no. So like, some might be confused as to saying like why yes and why no. And the reason why I say that is because content creation is such a wild beast when it comes to what is current and what is liked and etc. etc. It's hard to say that if I'm going to be doing YouTube in 10 years. It's hard to say. And I don't say that because I don't like YouTube. I love YouTube. I absolutely love YouTube. But the problem is that content creation has changed so much, even like in the past decade. And with how YouTube is going right now, and with how Twitch is going, like for example, am I just a YouTuber? And that's a genuine question. And the answer to that question, I can tell you, is yes and no. I am what I am is what people watch me for. So to some people, I'm just a live streamer. To some people, I'm just a YouTuber. To some people, I'm just a social media guy on Twitter. And to some people, I'm all three of those things. Right? I might call myself a social media influencer, or whatever you want to call it. I might call myself a YouTuber, but for some people, how they recognize me, they might not recognize me as such. And given the state of how everything is going, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to be in 10 years. I thought I was a YouTuber. But then, I was a content creator.
I have to admit, I'm impressed. You two didn't screw up. Now that the lurkers can't open that silo, they can't flood the world with dark eco and cause untold destruction. Wipe that ridiculous grin off your face, Daxter. The two of you have plenty to do. Get on with it.
Get going. And honestly, by the time that 10 years comes along, is my job even going to be called content creator? Because I thought I was YouTuber. That's what I thought. I thought I was a YouTuber. But then it's like, nope, you're not a YouTuber. It's like, what do you mean I'm not a YouTuber? It's like, you're a content creator. Oh, why is that? Oh, because you make content more than just in YouTube form. You make content in, you know, in different forms. Okay, cool. So I'm a content creator now. But in 10 years, is that what I'm going to be? Is that even going to be a viable job option? I don't know. Am I going to continue my theories on Crash and Spyro? I'd like to. Could I, but is it possible that I could be doing something different in the future? Yeah, maybe. It's very possible. It's very possible. I want to think about 10 years. I'd have a 16-year-old. Yeah, no kidding. I'd have a 14-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a... Hey! Okay, I just read through that chat before I even read it out loud, and I feel like we have a almost like a minor celebrity here. Mr. Marco, 1003, just donated $20.74 through Streamlabs. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm actually honored at what I'm about to say here. Hiya, CG. I'm a modder of various games. You probably have heard of my Stray Spyro mod. I haven't chatted much here, but I have to say I love your content. I had a pretty rough day today, so these streams are seriously very cheerful. Thankful. Mr. Marco, yes, I am very familiar with your Spyro Stray mod. In fact, I have thought about actually doing an entire stream with the Spyro Stray mod activated legitimately. That is incredible, Marco, that you made that mod, and that is incredible that you that you're actually you actually watched the channel. That is something that is incredible. That's actually super awesome. That is so cool. That is so awesome. Again, Mr. Marco, first of all, thank you so much for that mod that you made. That mod looks so awesome. That looks so cool. It looks so well put together, and I am super hyped about that. That is super cool. That... And I'm happy to hear that you're a viewer of the channel. That is incredible. So, thank you for the support. Thank you for the mod, and thank you for being here. So, thank you. Yes, I am very aware of that mod. That mod is incredible. It's literally what made me want to turn around and say, you know what, maybe I'll pick up Stray for PC just to be able to do that. That is so awesome. Thank you. Also, while you're here, if you don't mind, do I have your permission to do a stream like that, so that if I know in the future if that's okay? Do I have your permission to be able to use your mod to stream Stray? If that's okay? It's okay to say no. If you're not comfortable with it, that's okay as well. Totally get it. But if you're okay with it, I would love to be able to use it in a live stream. Live stream, video, whatever you want to... Whatever comes out from it, you're okay. Yes, I don't mind. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Marco. Thank you, Mr. Marco. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. That is incredible. Again, also, I mean, that went viral when that stuff was released. It was like, you know, like millions of views on Twitter and stuff. That was incredible. And I saw all those articles from IGN and GameSpot about it. That was super cool to see. But all it does, it just makes me want more of Spyro 4. My heart. All right.
Let's plow into those balloon lurkers and shred them! Said, shred the lurkers, Jack. Not the mines! Rule number 1, always avoid the mines!
Ow. Always avoid the mines. What do I do next? Hit the mines. I mean, the thing is that it worked so well for Spyro because even Spyro's movements are like inspired by like like cats, dogs, and I think it was they described Spyro as a puppy cat raccoon. I think that was the designer philosophy behind Spyro's movements was cat, dog, raccoon, right? So seeing Stray and seeing Spyro move like that, it fit Spyro's character really well. So I think that's one of the, and of course the mod that the way you put the mod together was excellent. So oh yeah, people, of course, yeah, and I'm always, that's always why I want to do the Spyro Community Days, which, by the way, I do want to update. I'm going to be making a Twitter update about this. We have shifted the Spyro Community Day back, I believe it was one day. We shifted from the Friday to the Saturday. The reason why, and the reason why we did that was because it was on Remembrance Day, and that was an oopsie more on my part. I totally blanked out on that. Was just trying to go by dates and didn't realize. And of course, we want people of everyone to be able to participate in the Spyro Community Day, whether it be whether you are serving in the military or you have a family member serving in the military. And we want to make sure that not just everyone can participate, but also that we serve and respect to those on that day, because there are things that are more important than video games, and I think that that's something that is very, very important. So the big thing, I've been hearing a lot about this Dreamlight Valley, so I might have to let my wife know about it. Maybe her and my daughter can play together. But the big thing is that there we go. The big thing is that we've decided to just shift it back one day. It gives people more time to be able to create content for that day. We're going to be making that, and I'll be probably making that announcement probably on Monday or Tuesday when we hit November. As I do a reminder post to let everybody know that Spyro Community Day is still a thing. And I'm super excited, and my big Spyro 4 video that I've been working on is going to be the video that I'm going to be posting on that day. That is going to be no, that is going to be, oh no, I was swimming towards the fish. I wanted to swim away from the fish, and the fish ate my face. But yeah, we want to make sure that Spyro Community Day is meant to... Again, Spyro Community Day can be made by and done by anybody, right? If you're part of the community and you want to do a Spyro Community Day, that's great. We've always just called it Spyro Community Day. We always called it that. Back before Reignited, we called it Spyro Community Day. And yes, it's been pushed back. Yeah, it's been pushed back, yeah. It's been pushed back to November 12th. Just one day. Gives everybody more time to be able to work on their stuff. I've also reached out to Activision and let them know about what's going on. Now I'm going to reiterate, and I'm going to see if we can make sure that we get more stuff about it, but I've heard through the grapevine that I might be able to receive some free codes for Spyro for Spyro Community Day to give away. That we're going to be that we might be giving away some codes. We might do it on stream. We might We might do it over Twitter. Maybe we'll do some on Twitter, some over stream, whatever the case may be, whatever we decide. That's what I was told. Now, hopefully they will deliver, but I'm going to see if we can maybe get some more. I'm going to reach out and ask if we can get some more air quote official action from the official Spyro social medias. I did it again, didn't I? Ooh. Okay. I got a long way to go. I gotta get over there and have this fish not eat my face. Hey, Abdullah, thank you so much for the $2.79 through Super Chat. I appreciate that. Hi, CG, how are you? I'm good. I hope they make Spyro 4 soon. Oh, you and me and the entire world. Yeah, we... Ah! Almost. No, there are so many people that have been chanting out for a new Spyro game, and I think it's well deserved. But with my recent Spyro video that I made, I got a feeling that something is happening. I got a feeling. I'm not gonna spoil it yet because I want you guys to be able to. Oh shoot! Again. There was two? I got a feeling that we're going to be getting something in 2023, 2024 at the latest. And then but the thing is after Spyro, I don't know. I'm doing something special in Spyro community. They're like trying some mods and stuff in different games. I might do something if you want. So for that day, I'm thinking about doing some, trying out some community mods for Spyro specifically. So playing through Spyro with different mods, trying different stuff. I think that's the idea and the plan that we want to do. I'm still trying to figure it out. This week when I got back was going to be the week that I was going to kind of plan it out. And kind of finalize what it is that I'm going to be releasing on that day. Well, on that day, I am going to be releasing close to a half-hour video, kind of explaining everything about, Spyro 4 in a way, and then kind of releasing everything that I have on Spyro 4, and then doing probably a 12-hour stream. Yeah, probably doing a 12-hour stream featuring probably content, just off the top of my head, what I'm thinking. I'm not saying that this is going to be the final definitive thing, but in my brain, I think it's going to be a 12-hour live stream with it's going to be a 12-hour live stream with or at least a 10-hour live stream, at least 10. A 10-12-hour live stream of Spyro, where we keep revisiting Twitter and sharing art and sharing pictures and tweets and stuff with the hashtag Spyro Community Day and Spyro 4, and trying to get Spyro trending. Again, the whole point is to get Spyro trending, just to show that we don't need anything to trigger for Spyro to be trending. Like, we don't need an anniversary day, because it's easy to get Spyro trending on these anniversary days, right? Oh, it's Spyro's anniversary, people make tweets about it and it trends. But the point was that the point of the community day was to get Spyro trending, just to show the bigwigs at anywhere that we can get Spyro trending if we want to, and to show that people want the game. People want the game. People want to see the game. People want to play the game. Yeah, the official Spyro account did tweet something recently. It was very strange that they randomly just started tweeting. So I really do want to figure a couple things out. This way. Boom. Got it. Sweet.
Good! You stopped all the mind-dropping lurkers. They've been threatening the waters around our village for weeks. Bring your zoomer back to the chance pad and I'll teleport it back.
Oh, right. So I guess we're going back here. Go. Up here. Go. And... oh, yeah. All right. Give me 1 second. I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. I'll be real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, my body. Oh, that drive killed me. Hey, Elena donated $5 from Grandma to you with love. Thank you. Brace yourself for wholesomeness when you get our package. Happy tears are inevitable. Aw, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you so much, Elena, for the $5 super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 1 second here. Okay. Slight, small, breaking news. Slight breaking news today. Get ready. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Owen Moore, for the $10 super chat. Thank you. Wow, thank you. First Owen. Then we had Elena. We're getting a lot of super chats today. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay. If you don't know, has anybody watched The Witcher on Netflix? Has anybody really been watching The Witcher? My wife and I watched The Witcher. The bad news is that Season 3 is coming out next year, and Season 4 has been confirmed. However, Henry Cavill is being recasted. He is leaving the show. He is not returning for Season 4, and they are replacing him with Liam Hemsworth, not to be mixed up with his brother Chris Hemsworth. For comparison, you have Henry Cavill, literally probably the live action Geralt, and they recast Liam Hemsworth. Now, before I continue my comment, thank you so much, Sir Dentless, for the $5 super chat. Thank you. We're getting a little donation train happening, guys. Thank you for the support. Helps a lot. Hey, CG, your wholesome videos have really been helping me through tough times lately. Aw, that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for being the best content creator out there. Aw, thank you. That's so sweet. Now, it's not been confirmed as to why we are losing Henry Cavill as The Witcher. But me thinks that it's not just because he's going to be returning as Superman. No. See, the big thing that I have kind of wanting to kind of talk about is that when they Henry Cavill's a giant dork, okay? And when I mean a giant dork, he has read all the books for The Witcher. Let me tell you my favorite story about Henry Cavill. There's two favorite stories. Henry Cavill almost missed his casting as Superman because he was in a raid in World of Warcraft. His agent was calling him, and he refused to answer because he was making sure they finished the raid first. He also adores and loves painting miniatures of Warhammer 40K. Absolutely loves doing that. The man is a certified, genuine dork. And I love it. So, he knows the Witcher books through and through. Through and through. And he absolutely loved the character Geralt. And he absolutely loves the books. So, guess what we found out the other day, which has kind of made everyone raise an eyebrow, is that the writers for The Witcher apparently hated the books and the game so much and felt that their depiction and their version of The Witcher was better. That came out the other day from another cast member, that the writers thought that the original stories were butt. Well, Henry Cavill made a statement before going to season 3 that he would love to continue to do Geralt all the way for all 7 seasons that have been preset. However, he stated as long as we try to stay true and core to the original story and not defer so much from the core story. So, can we put 2 and 2 together to kind of suss out what happened? Where he said he was down for 7 seasons and wanted to do 7 seasons, as long as they kept to the source material and honored the original books, and then said that he didn't want, and then stepped down. Can we kind of, with our deductive reasoning, figure out what happened? I think I can. I think it's kind of not quite Boba Fett. No. He almost missed his casting call for Superman. He didn't. For World of Warcraft. He loved The Witcher, adored The Witcher, and just wanted to make sure that everything was in honor of the original writer and, you know, CD Projekt Red and all that. Well, that didn't happen. So I got a feeling that either he read season 4 or finished season 3 and was like, yeah, no, that's, this is it for me, ladies and gents. I think that's what he kind of did. He tapped out. May have threw a suggestion or two as to who would be taking the reins as Geralt, and walked away. And I am sad. I am very sad, because I think he was like quite literally the perfect Geralt. Like, you couldn't ask for a better version of that character. He was literally the character. He was perfect. Literally perfect. I'm having a hard time thinking of anyone that could replace him. Oh, nice. Genuinely, like, I don't know how they're going to and no offense to Liam. Liam's a good actor. Liam's a good actor. There's nothing wrong with Liam. And I'm sure that there are roles that Liam could do that's better than Henry. Absolutely. I just don't think The Witcher is one of those roles.
Hurry up with those power cells. I'm waiting at the head of Fire Canyon, at the top of the cliff behind the farmer's house.
He cares very much about the character. He cares very deeply about The Witcher and Geralt.
Oh, what a wonderful sight. I thank you. The entire village will thank me. Boys, you have restored power to the village and guaranteed my re-election. And for that, my boy, you earned a power cell.
My favorite finisher is when he dunks it in. I love it. So... it kind of is like, you know what? Now, do I think it was because of Superman? I think him locking in the role of getting back to Superman probably is what made him solidify, because as long as he had a paycheck, right?
Oh,
I have played ukulele. I have.
You saved her. Oh, you really are the best. Here, take this power cell. I won't need it now that I have my inspiration back.
I mean, goodness me. Hey, it's like the game heard me. Like, here's the dunk again. Awesome. Impossible Lair is very difficult, but a well-made game. All right. Let me see here. I think, like, you know, he was able to. I think that he was able to lock in his, you know, next contract for Superman, and then was like, all right, now I have options. This, you know, this series has not been going the way, you know. Oh yeah, he loves Superman. Yeah, no. And yeah, he loves the role of Superman, of course. But you know, every actor needs to be able to have food, right? So, him being a famous actor, you need to make sure that he has a job. And he does now. He does have a job. I actually enjoyed Season 2 of The Witcher a lot. I really did. I really liked it. I liked it more than the first season. I found the first season a little bit too discombobulated and all over the place and hard to keep track of. I wasn't thrilled about that aspect of the series. I found the second season was a lot more, I don't want to say coherent, but that word would work. Oh yeah, you can be both. Absolutely, you could be doing it for the paycheck and love the role. Like, there's no law that says, oh, you have to, you know, there's nothing that says, oh, you have to do it for free, right? Dunks. Man, I said it's my favorite finisher. Now the game's just like, here we go. All nothing but dunk. All right, so we got everything there. Cool. See, I'm not big on I'm not big on Superman as a character, but I do like Henry Cavill. I think Henry Cavill's a really good, I think Henry Cavill's a really cool actor. I like his acting, super cool, and apparently is a super chill guy. from what I've heard. Yeah, apparently he's apparently he is like, he doesn't like sling his stardom around. Apparently he's like a type of guy that just like, if you encounter him at like a restaurant or something, you know, he minds his own business, but if he has a question, he'll be like, oh hey, where's a good place to eat around here? And he won't be like, oh yeah, I'm Henry Cavill. He's just like, oh yeah, I'm Henry, nice to meet you. And that's it. That's it. Just a very, like, just a, hey, how's it going? My name's Henry. And that's it. Like, and he doesn't care, like, he doesn't, like, really care if you know him or not. He just is just kind of, you know. Speaking of actors, I gotta ask a question. What happened to... There was one actor that we saw that I was seeing in movies literally almost every single year for like 5 years, and then all of a sudden he just blipped off the map. What was it? It was Michael Fassbender. Now, maybe I'm just out of tune when it comes to movies now. I used to be into when it comes to movies. But what happened to him? He was like in every movie at one point. He was just in every single movie imaginable. And then all of a sudden he just boop, disappeared. Michael Fassbender. Why are they working on the show then? Paycheck? Unfortunately, not every job that you take is going to be a passion project when it comes to stuff like that. You know, a lot of people expect, you know, Hollywood and stuff to be a time where everybody loves the job that they're working on. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Right? Is he taking a break from acting? Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Got married and took a break from acting. Hey, you know what? I got nothing against the guy. I kind of like the guy. I was just wondering, I was like, where did he go? When he got married and decided to take a break from acting. Hey, you know what? If you made enough money, if you worked senselessly for 5 years, made a bunch of money, and was able not to work for a while, why not, right? Why not spend some time with your family, do what you want to do, hang out? Why not? Ow. He's been racing? Why does he sound like Tony Stark now? Now he just reminds me of Tony Stark, where he's just like, I do what I want. He thought Sonic Frontiers was going to be a success. I think Sonic Frontiers is going to be the source of a lot of people arguing for a long time. I think that there is going to be people just debating and arguing senselessly about Sonic for the next 5 years. Hey! Chapman donated $5 to Super Chat. Thank you so much. Last I remember, Michael Fassbender took up motorsport with Porsche. Ooh, okay, so there's Ferrari, Porsche. Just sounds like, though, that he's doing some racing, which is kind of cool. I mean, good on him. He's doing what he loves, right? If he's doing what he loves, hey, good for him. Ow. Again, I think though that with Pokemon and here's the thing. For I'm excited for Sonic. Okay? I am. But I am nervous for when it's releasing. And I think that it contending with God of War and Pokemon, maybe one or the other, maybe, but both I think is it's a bit too big. A bit too big. Right? And of course, I hope Sonic is successful. I don't wish games to be unsuccessful. You want as many games as possible to succeed, right? You don't desire for unless there's a few select examples for whatever reason, but overall you want games to succeed. So, all right, we're gonna switch over to Q&R. It's 11 o'clock or close to it. We're gonna switch over to Q&R. Give me a second to set up a timer for that. I hope it does well too. I hope it very much does well. Give me a sec. No luck. Yeah, it's kind of for me, I'm going to wait on picking up Sonic because I'm picking up God of War and Pokemon, and I can't afford the third game. So, it's kind of just figuring out from there. Sorry I haven't done... I haven't shaved since yesterday. I when I go up north, I typically don't shave too much, and it is scruffy. I was wanting to get it all shaved off before the stream, but I ran out of time today, and it is itchy. Hey, I'm happy to hear that, Emerald Queen. I'm happy to hear that the move went well. Moving is one of the most stressful things probably a lot of people can experience, so it's nice to hear that yours went well. Do you play horror games? No, I don't. I don't play horror games. Because ever since, especially not so much anymore, because when I was a kid, or when I was younger or a teenager, I could play some horror games, and it was cool. But as I became a parent, for some reason, my interest in that stuff kind of went. CG beard arc. No, it's going away. Epic mustache. Thank you. Mustache is going to stay, but yeah. What's your favorite PS1, PS2 video game? So, favorite PS1 game will have to probably go to Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage. And then favorite PS2 game. That's hard. That's really hard. I don't know. I can't answer that. I can't answer PS2 because it's hard. Have you played ukulele? I have tried it, and I like it, but I didn't get too deep into it. Thoughts on the recent Crash movie rumors? Fake is fake. Horror games are scary. Stay away. Horror games are scary. Let's hope Sonic Frontiers isn't going to be a disappointing game of 2022. Hopefully not. It's either going to be like one of those highlight games, or it's going to be razzed on to death. and people are just going to razz it, and then the Sonic Twitter and Sonic YouTubers and Sonic content creators in every way, shape, or form is either going to be defending or mocking it forever. So Texas, let me know. I love to treat you to a nice lunch. Okay, thank you. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever going to be in Texas anytime soon, but I'd love to try going to Texas. Any more news on Crash? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, there's been like a trickles of news. Not a lot, not enough to really make a video about. However, again, Wumpa League, suspected to be announced on December 8th at the Game Awards. I will be live streaming and reacting to it, and it's going to be very, very, very fun. What's your favorite Crash game? Crash 4. Crash 4 is fantastic. Spyro 2 is a masterpiece. It is. In your opinion, what is the most iconic video game music of all time? Oh gosh, it's hard to answer. Let me quickly read this, then we'll get back to that. Thank you so much, Chapman, for the $5. I appreciate that. Sonic Frontiers could have a mixed reception like Sonic Unleashed, which I actually enjoyed, had some good concepts. Sonic Unleashed was a really weird one. The only Sonic game that I've heard like basically everyone did not like and strongly disliked. I remember was like Sonic and the Black Knight. I remember hearing a lot of people were not fans of that game. Sonic Unleashed was very split. Thank you so much for the $5. In your opinion, what is the most iconic video game music of all time? I mean, when it comes to gaming, you have to say, you know, there's no way that you can get away from Mario. I mean, you know, that's just literally people who don't play games know that music. But if you want to think a little bit more outside the box, I think the most iconic villain music has to be Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. That has one of the most like villainous tones ever, where quite literally, and I say this quite often, one of the best reveals that Smash Bros. Ever did was Sephiroth, because you knew who it was when you heard the music before you even saw who it was. You heard the dun dun and you knew immediately, yep, that's Sephiroth. It sounds like Japanese Jaws. Sephiroth is there. He is. And outside from like Mario, in terms of iconic music, the opening of, you know, Pac-Man is pretty iconic. Duck Hunt. You know, a lot of these classics kind of just represent gaming in general, are these sounds and these things that are very nostalgic, right? I mean, Mario is kind of just iconic across the board, period. What is your favorite Super Mario game? That's a very good question, actually. I don't play a lot of Mario. Of course, I love Mario 64. It's been a long time since I've actually completed a Mario game. I actually liked the Mario and Rabbids game, which actually I have a code for Rabbids that is sitting in my email that I think I'm going to download maybe tonight and give it a try. Ubisoft sent over a code for me to try the game out, and I was very appreciative of that. So I'm going to have to give that a shot. But I do like Mario and Rabbids. I think that's pretty good, and I like the Mario, the new Super Mario Bros. For DS. I really like that. Sonic and the Secret Rings is another one that people generally don't like. Yes, I don't like Sonic and I remember playing it. I did not like it. I played it for Wii. I did hear about that fan game, Boba Fett. I saw it on Twitter. Hey MSSA, how's it going? Peak. Hello MSSA, how's it going? It's nice seeing you, my dude. I hope that you are doing good. Spyro 2 is most iconic for me. Spyro 2 is really good. I love Sora's reveal. I don't know why, but it made me cry. Sora's reveal was the most emotional reveal because the way that they did it was really smart. The way that they did Sora as the last one was, it had to be. Like, if there was no other place to put Sora had to be the last one. There is no other place that you could have placed Sora other than last. Because Sora was always seen as like the impossible project. Sora was always seen as the nope, it's not going to happen. It won't happen. It cannot, shall not, will not happen, right? And for some people, it was just an absolute impossibility, especially with having Disney involved. So people were just like, no, it's not going to happen. And when it did happen, it was such a shock. It was such a shock and awe to people's brains. You know, people were literally crying, and they weren't even that big of Sora or Kingdom Hearts fans. It's more of like, yes, Sora deserved to be in Smash. Sora deserved to be there. His position there was not just like, oh, this is cool. It was deserved. And it was like, yes, there you are. You are where you're supposed to be. Everyone wanted you. It was seen as impossible, but you were the perfect character and you made it. And not just that, he was, I remember there was a really soft moment where they explained that for, I think it was Iwata, the last president of Nintendo before he passed away, that was his wish. That was his big wish. His big wish was to get Sora into Smash, and he approved it and made sure it all went through and everything. And, you know, especially with that being Iwata's final wish before he passed away, is having Sora in Smash. Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, how about yourself? I'm doing okay. I'm a little upset, Black Spy, because I had to come home early from my vacation due to private family issues, but I'm happy to be able to be with you guys. Being here is great. I'm happy to be here with everyone. By the way, yes, this bar, forgot to say, yeah, today is technically the last day in October. So after today, this bar is reset. Thank you everyone for your support I do appreciate it. And the bar will be reset to 0 for when we get to November, when we start next week. Do you have an opinion on what Nintendo has been doing to content creators? So I have been kind of keeping in touch with Nintendo's like content stuff. And there's a reason why I am careful when it comes to talking about Nintendo stuff on the channel. And if you guys notice, I don't talk a lot or at all about Nintendo stuff in video form on the channel. And that seems weird as somebody that covers nostalgic, especially platformers. You would think that you would think that I would be all over Nintendo constantly. And you notice that I'm not. Back when Pokemon Sword and Shield started to come out, I started to talk a little bit about Pokemon. I made a couple videos about Pokemon. I dug in. I wanted to really, really try to finally get back into Pokemon, which was the mystery. Yeah, I made the mystery dungeon. I tried. I tried. And while I love Pokemon, Nintendo don't like content creators. And I know that they've been hitting, as Dawn mentioned, there are, or as Reese, I'm just trying to remember now, as Reese mentioned, sorry, I forgot about that. I just remembered. They were copyright striking so many videos, so many content IDs, and so many things that I had to re-upload certain videos 3, 4, 5 times, adjusting the footage, changing the audio, playing with it, and doing all of that. And it was such a headache. It was such an annoyance. It was so dumb. It was so silly. And finally, I was just like, you know what? This isn't even worth it. This isn't even remotely worth doing this, unfortunately. And that sucked. That sucks. Because Pokemon is such a fantastic franchise. And the fact that they are nailing people for that stuff, and then of course as Reese has said, they are attacking people with mods. And actually, if we look back, there is someone that we can actually look to. There is someone that we can actually look to that actually got a big reaction socially, and it was beat 'em ups, which is Wood, yeah, and he made a video about mods for not Twilight Princess, Breath of the Wild. He did a video about mods for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and he was disconnected from the Nintendo program for getting review codes, for getting stuff, because he made that video. So it's not just Animal Crossing, and Beat 'em Ups is not a small channel. What is he at now? I don't want to jump the gun and say he's at 2 million. Or at least 1 million. At least. I haven't seen... I don't watch too much on... 1.6 million. Yeah. So 1.6 million. He literally... Quite literally just... lost so much because of him making one video. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating. It really is. It's frustrating to see that, because the whole point of... my alarm went up. I'm going to finish this with the final thought. The whole point of content creation is literally creating content. And what happens is that when people start talking about a certain number of games, where there's only certain games that people talk about, where the algorithm pushes, where games that people subscribe for, and then on top of that, games that some people are just only interested in. There are just some people who are just interested in first-person shooters. There's some people who are only interested in fighting games. There's some people who are just interested in platformers, etc., 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 etc. So things can get stale. Things get stale in gaming communities. And mods is one of many ways to be able to revigor the game, bring it back, get people re-interested in it again, introduce it to new people, especially when they do crossovers. Like, hey, let's put Spyro into Stray, right? Well, people maybe not have heard of Stray before, but they saw that mod that went viral, and now they're interested in Stray because they're interested in Spyro, and they were introduced to it, and they wanted to try it out now, right? And unfortunately, when you have old school Nintendo coming down and literally just disconnecting and just ripping the plugs out of people's channels because they are talking about something that is very, very cool, something that's very unique, and something that is created by a community. I can understand if it is a child-friendly game and someone uploads a video of mods to make it into something that is super aggressive, super bad, super not good. I'm not going to go into details, but if there were mods that were released to make Animal Crossing NSFW 18 plus with whatever you want to imagine, whether it be substance abuse or whatever your brain can come up with, I'm not going to get into. I can understand them unplugging those videos. I get that. I can understand that. I get that, where it's like, no, we don't want that to be a thing. We don't want people to be interested in making content like that for the game. And I can understand that. I can get the manually unplugging mods, doing takedowns, doing stuff for things that encourages that kind of stuff. But when it's like, oh, hey, Howling Wolf, how's it going? But here's the problem. When it's like, hey, let's make all the Animal Crossing characters Disney characters. Let's do a mod where we replace certain characters with these homemade 3D modeled characters that look like Disney animals, right? There's Mushu, there's this, there's that, and they change their names and they have their personalities and they replace certain animals in Animal Crossing, da 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 da. Why not? Why not? Why shouldn't we have that? Why can't we have that? And then there's like, okay, here's something that's cool. We can try new game mechanics. Hey, you know what? Let's try, taking of what Reese says here, let's say, okay, they add strawberries. What if someone comes up with an idea like, hey, what if we could have like a kitchen that we could cook food and we can try a cooking mechanic, and then every character has their favorite dish and we can make new dishes by growing food, and then when we grow food, you build a relationship, you get gifts, blah 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 blah, the whole thing about Animal Crossing. Why not try it? In fact, if I was the game creator, I would be like, go ahead and mod the game in that way. And if everybody adores it, maybe it's something that we do our own twist on in the next game. Why not? It's not hurting anybody. But no, Nintendo is like, oh, mod, unplug. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, sure. That kind of sucks. So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I am officially back now. I am not going to be taking any more vacations. My next scheduled time off is, let me actually take a look here, will be in December for Christmas. It will probably be, my last day will probably be the 23rd or the 22nd. Maybe my last stream will be the 23rd because it's Friday 23rd. I will probably make that my last day is the 23rd of December. And then I would be back probably officially the 5th of January, probably. So that's my next break. My next break will be Christmas break. There are no scheduled, to my knowledge, there are no scheduled vacations, no scheduled family visits, no scheduled anything. We're going to be working, getting content done, getting content ready, No New Year stream. You know what? You're right. We do a New Year stream. So let me clock that back for a second. New Year stream is possible because it does land on a Saturday. So we might be able to do that. That might be what we're that we might do that. We might come back for the New Year stream, counting into the new year, and then get back to that. So yeah. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I really do appreciate it. The bar is being reset. Thank you so much for all your love and support. And we will be back on Thursday. And again, I'm really hoping that everything is fine for next week, hopefully, because next week is November 3rd. So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys. Whistle while you work, don't overdo it. Ha, that's right. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video and or live stream. Time for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.